Hey, Stephen.
Hi, Earlene.
How's it going? I'm good. I'm good. Happy Tuesday to you.
Happy Tuesday. I had a happy Monday. I'm having a happy Tuesday. It looks like we're going to have a crappy Wednesday and a Thursday because this rain is rolling in. And
rain is not bad. It's only bad when it comes along with 80 mile per hour wind. That's the only time rain's bad.
Boy, we did have a little shuffle. But let's hope it just comes through and we just get the gardens going and everything's good to go. But I was enjoying the sun this week.
Know. Sun's been so nice.
That was so beautiful. We have a special guest today, Earlene.
We sure do.
You want to introduce her?
I certainly will. This is Valerie Dowell. She is the food service coordinator for Meade County Schools, and we've invited Valerie over today so we can talk a little bit about the upcoming summer program.
You don't say.
I don't say. And so Valerie's we've got some questions. We're going to ask her to describe some things.
Very cool.
A lot of people are sort of aware that we have this program in Meade County. Everybody was aware of it during COVID. Is that correct?
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, because you could pick up lunch and then have breakfast for the next day.
Exactly.
I think I remember that.
Well, I thought it made good news, like when they said this year that they were going to give out free lunches to all the kids going to school this year.
Well, honey, they've done that every year forever. That's an old thing.
Well, I know that, but every year that they can keep announcing it, it's a good thing.
That's a good thing. That's right. I agree with that.
I'd just like to know how they get it done.
Yeah.
You'll have to get into that and tell us.
Well, we're going to talk about the summer program today.
That sounds good.
Okay. All right. Very good. So I guess, Valerie, my first question would be, so school gets out on the 27th? 23rd.
That's graduation day.
Right. Okay. And that's the last day of school as well, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So when does the summer program start? What day does it start?
We're going to start on June 2nd, and we're going to operate until July 18th.
Okay. So that's what, about 8 weeks or 6 or 7 weeks?
I think
like
it's 7.
Okay. Very good. And is it a Monday through Friday thing?
So some of our sites are Monday through Friday, and then some of our sites are only on Wednesday.
Oh, really? Okay. All right. About how many? How many sites do you have that might be full-time, and how many sites do you have that are just Wednesdays?
Yeah. So we call one site Dine-In is what we call it, Dine-In site. And that is going to be Stewart Pepper Middle School and Doe Valley Swim and Tennis Club.
Oh, okay then. Awesome.
Yeah. And that's from 12 to 1, Monday through Friday.
Okay.
And then we're going to have several what we call non-congregate sites, but really to the public, it's drive-through sites.
Oh, okay. So they just drive through. So on Wednesdays, then, what do they pick up? Just one meal?
No, they actually get 5 breakfasts and 5 lunches.
You don't say.
That's pretty awesome.
For every child, yes, in their household.
Wow, that is pretty awesome. And so how many of those sites do you have?
We have 4 of those. We're going to do it at Berry Hunt Primary. We're going to do it at Painville Elementary School. We're going to do it at Ekron Elementary and Flaherty campuses, just right there in the front of the building.
All right, very
and that's
good.
the same places we did last year, so we're going to continue a lot like we did last year.
Okay, all right. Do you feel like the program is pretty well received? Does it make a difference?
Yeah, we've had a lot of great feedback from parents. A lot of them tell us that it's food that their kids actually want to eat. So we're not just offering a peanut butter and jelly every single day. We're offering food items that they can actually cook at home, or like fresh apples,
We like apples at our home.
That's good to know.
We like apples and caramel apples and peanut butter, whichever one.
Yes. And then we're going to have some fresh vegetables from local farmers.
I was going to ask you that. Yeah, so you're going to be able to source local food. Can you tell us a little bit about how that works?
Yeah, I sure can. So that's through our Buy Local Incentive Program. And so anything that we buy from farmers really helps the schools, and then it also really helps the farmers. And so that makes it more cost effective for us.
Do you have certain items that you can buy?
Yeah, really anything that's grown in Kentucky. So as long as they're a Kentucky Proud Farmer, we can buy from them.
Oh, Kentucky Proud Farmer. All right. Yeah. We just ran a story on Hardesty Farms, and I think they're a Kentucky Proud Farmer.
We bought from them last year.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good things.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I mean, we go out there. I mean, it's a little ways out there because you have to go through Guston to get there. Yeah. But gosh, once you turn left and you go down in there, it's great. Here I am giving them a free plug. So, hey, guys. But anyway, I do like it out there. It's very nice out there. Do you guys work in conjunction at all with the extension program?
No, we do not.
Okay, so they're 2 totally separate programs.
They
all right.
are.
Yep, very good. Are there any dates between that like, are you going to be open on the 4th of July, or will you be
That'll
closed?
be the only day that we are closed.
Just that one day. Just that one day, the 4th of July.
But for drive-through sites, that Wednesday will still be open.
Yeah, so really the only 2 sites that will be closed are Stewart Pepper and Doe Valley.
I'm sure they can find a hot dog somewhere on 4th if they can.
Well, I would think so. I would think so.
We'll have to send home hot dogs. They can cook them at home.
There you go.
Yep.
So I was going to ask, and I feel like you've probably already answered this, but we're going to chat about it anyway. So sometimes there is the idea of, I don't want to take food that may be from somebody else. But the way it's eligible here, you don't really have to prove anything, do you?
No, you do not.
So anybody is a resident of Meade County?
No, you can live anywhere. It's a federal program, so even if you're just visiting from somewhere else, you can still pick up meals here.
So how do you register your kids? Like, say, like my kids, they go to private school during the normal year. So in the summer, what would they do to register?
You really don't have to register for anything, but we do encourage families to fill out our Google form.
Okay.
You can find that on our Meade County website. We're going to post that sometime soon.
Okay.
Or on our flyers that we're going to pass out too. Is going to give you.
Well, I'll include it with the story. I'm going to write
shameless plug, but I'm sure it will also be on the app, right?
Yes, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely get it on the app closer to time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Super.
Well, we'll make sure to get that up for you guys out there if you're listening on our website when they update us, so we can drive you right to where you need to go as well.
So here's a tricky question. This did happen last year, and I'll just let you answer it here. So I think it's from age birth up to age 18, correct?
That's correct.
What if the 18-year-old is a junior at Meade County High School? Do we still give them food, or do we say, I'm sorry, I know you're in 11th grade, but you've already turned 18, so nope, go. So, that's kind of a gray area right there.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, foster care programs struggle with that because children can age out of that program, but they're still in high school.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things. So how do you handle that?
So unfortunately, once you're 18 and over, so like if you're 18, it's fine, but 19, technically you would not be able to get a free meal the same way as the other kids.
Right.
But you are able to purchase for anybody over 18.
Oh,
a meal.
and how much is that?
That's going to be $4.85 for lunch.
Okay. All right. Well, that's still, that's still a steal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
We
absolutely.
didn't have that happen in the drive-through, but definitely on site. We have sometimes parents that want to eat even, and so we can do that. They just have to pay for it.
Oh, okay. All right. That's kind of cool because I've had parents come through. Now, so just for clarification for our listeners, I worked at Doe Valley, and I was the coordinator for the Doe Valley camps, and we've done it 2 years now in conjunction with you. And it's been a great program because what's really great is it's right there by the swimming pool. And so families come in to go swimming because the pool opens at noon, and then they're able to come in and get their food. And so that's worked out really well. Plus, there's a mob of campers, day campers out there. And so that's worked out. The lifeguards eat there because most of them are under the age of 19. And so it's been a pretty successful venture for out there. And we were concerned at first because I didn't even know that we would qualify for it. I thought, I know that, I don't know how they do it here, but I know in Texas there was like tier 1, tier 2. Do they have those type of things here? And and I don't remember what it was, but like tier 1 was for a certain type of dynamic for the neighborhood, and then like tier 2 would be something else. And so you had to live in a tier something neighborhood to qualify for this. So I was pleasantly surprised when I made contact with you, and I remember I called and I was fussing about another place, and you said, well, do you want it? And I was like, yeah, we want it. And
we
so
wanna feed everybody.
and so I thought that worked out really, really well. So you already told us the sites that were available. So as far as somebody finding a site, they could go to any of those.
Yes, you can go to any of those and pick up one meal for your child, like one site.
Right. Okay.
What if I got 3 kids? Can I pick up 3 meals for my kids? I have to.
If you have, but you have to have the 3 kids with you, right?
You do not have to have your kids.
What
present.
do I need to show you when I show up for that I'm a 3-kidder versus a 1-kidder?
Your trusting and honest face.
Yes,
Oh,
you just have to
come
be able to
on. You
tell us.
can't do that no more. You telling me a fib?
No, we're hoping that you would be honest, that you wouldn't come up and say, I have 17 kids.
I'm picking them up.
Well, that's where our Google form comes into play. So once you sign that form up, you have your email, your phone number, and your name. And so when you come through, you'll see our people out there with a tablet. They'll ask you your name and your car. And then on that tablet, we mark to be sure, you are saying you picked up and how many kids you're picking up for. So
there you go.
We do regulate it. It's just the kids don't have to be present anymore.
It'd be super cool. This is exciting because I'm just thinking I've got a whole neighborhood of kids, right? Adopted kids and stuff like that too. Like if we all took turns for the week picking up the food and bringing it back so the kids could all eat. Yeah. All right. So I'm just brainstorming.
Well, that's what we did during COVID. We would do that. So we'd kind of correlate within Doe Valley, whoever was on the street. So if we had, 13 kids on the street, we would drive up and we'd say, we're picking up for 13 children. Yeah. And then they would give it to us.
I got a question for you, Valerie. Why is this so important to Meade County? I mean, if this is a federal program, this is nationwide. First, let's rewind. How did this program become available federally?
Yeah, because we didn't have this when I was a kid.
And then, not everybody probably takes advantage of this because they don't want to fill out the paperwork or whatever, because that's how federal money gets worked, right? But why is it so important to Meade County, and how did we get this thing rolling so it's been so successful for us?
So one way that it's able to happen in Meade County so seamlessly is because we are a CEP district, which means, all kids eat for free all throughout the school year. So being that we get to qualify as that.
What is a CEP? What's the acronym?
Yeah, Community Eligibility Provision.
Okay.
Yeah, and that just means all students get free breakfast and lunch throughout the year. And so since we get to do that, we get to operate that way in the summer as well. So we don't have to have those tiers that Earlene was talking about. We get to just, everybody eats free. And so that makes it a lot easier for us. And I do think the way we get to do a drive-through service has really made this program just take off.
I bet.
Yeah, because if you come on Wednesdays and you get 10 meals, 5 breakfasts, 5 lunch, versus I have to come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and eat on site.
Right.
So that makes all the difference.
Oh, I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
So if you had 3 children, Stephen's got 3 kids, they all qualify for this program, he would just whiz up someplace on a Wednesday and pick up 30 meals.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're packaged very nice.
No, I'm just thinking because like our neighborhood, just to make some time between all the families we have in one
then
neighborhood.
they'd all have to fill out a Google thing.
Yeah, no,
and then
I know.
You'd say,
I'm already on it. I'm thinking through the process of here to make it successful for my neighborhood because we do, my one neighbor, he lost his wife a couple years ago and he's juggling to take care of the 3 kids, and between the all of the neighborhood, I love today. Today reminds me of my generation. My kids are outside running up and down. They are burning energy, and my closet pantry goes whoosh, in 1 week. It's gone. And I'm like, where'd it go?
Yeah.
And like you guys, we plan meals at home. You know what I mean? Snacks and everything else, and they get hungry.
Yeah, they sure do. They sure do. So give us an idea of what a hot meal, tell us kind of what's included in hot meals, and then let us know what is included in a cold meal.
Yeah.
So a typical lunch for the whole week, we give some items that are cold, like a peanut butter and jelly or a ham and cheese sandwich. But then we actually give frozen items that are meant to be cooked at home.
Okay.
And so we might give a corn dog, a hot dog, chicken nuggets, a cheeseburger, and then we will include cooking instructions with that. And then let's see, for breakfast, it's kind of the same. I know a kid's favorite is mini Cinnies and mini pancakes. And so we're going to put those frozen in the bag.
So you get them all jacked up on sugar and stuff.
Yeah. No, all
I'm
of
just
our sugar
kidding.
is reduced. We're proud of that.
Oh, you just put less in it.
Less sugar.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm teasing.
Last year we gave whole cucumbers where they could cut up the cucumbers.
Oh, that's fun.
Or whole potatoes, whole zucchini, and then so we give you different recipes and ideas and ways to cook it in the drive-through.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's awesome.
And nothing's other than vegetables. I would assume that the meats are already cooked. It's a heat up and
Yes,
serve
it's
kind of
just a
situation.
reheat. Yeah, absolutely, yeah, just a reheat.
I can imagine some kid here. Fix your lunch.
Yeah.
Kids left home alone and they're trying to cook raw meat. Oh, that would not go
that
well.
wouldn't go well.
And that's why we do offer a variety. That way, they have some items they can cook, and some things they don't have to. They can just eat right away.
Well, that's good.
Sure. No, I think that's a good idea.
How long have you been doing this, Valerie?
I've been in school nutrition for 10 years, but I've been Meade County Food Service Director for 2 years, and then this will be the end of my 2, so almost 3.
Okay. All right. Well, that's exciting.
That is.
What got you into this field?
So I went to school at WKU for a degree in dietetics and nutrition.
Okay.
And so that sparked my interest, and I knew that I wanted to work for the school system. So,
Very good. And you came back home.
yeah.
She did.
I can see
sort of.
why. I mean, I made this home for me. I mean, we talk about this all the time. There are only so many places that are worthwhile to visit on this planet, but there are so many, very few places that are worthwhile to live.
To live in.
And-
Absolutely.
And to commit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an investment when you decide to
kidding.
live. I mean, not just financially, but I mean, it is. So many people will live somewhere and they'll say, well, I just keep to myself. I don't even bother anybody. I can tell. I live on Catbird Road, and I can tell you, I know every family, every kid. I know every pet. I can see a dog roaming around, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm going to take you home right now. I'm sure your mama is, because we know we know cars, everything. And I love that. But that's taken an investment. And I will say this, Eddie and I moved into this neighborhood in 2019. And probably one of the first things I did was I went out and I was knocking on doors and I was like, hi, I'm Earlene. Eddie and I live at, and every year we have this huge street party that Eddie and I host, and it's just fabulous. And one of the neighbors who had lived there probably 2 or 3 years longer than we did, she said, we didn't all do this until you came along. So
Communal. It's
right.
very communal.
It takes one person
Takes a village.
to start that. Well, it does take a village, but it takes one person to kick
does.
that off. And now, we just all know it, and we all fuss at each other's kids and tell everybody to slow down, and it's just been a really fun thing. For
That's
us.
right. You put your pants back on. You don't go to the bathroom
Yeah,
in
don't
yard.
pee
You do it in
against
the
the tree.
backyard.
What is wrong with you?
You go in the backyard to do that.
Yeah, we do
Good
all
Lord.
of that.
Helicopter. Anyway, why do children need to eat their meal on site? That was a question that was coming up.
Well,
and I
she
was like,
just said
did
that.
she- what was it? I missed
He
it.
wasn't listening, so
That
you're going
was
to have to
too-
talk again. He wasn't.
But I don't understand why they would have to do it on site.
Yeah, so we only have the 2 sites that you must eat there, and
Okay.
that is just a USDA rule that we follow. One reason they have that in place is so if a child, were to take that home, they could let their milk spoil, or they could let their cheeseburger get bad and then eat it and then get sick.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
We
Okay.
don't want anybody getting sick.
That
and
makes
then
sense.
Now, if you have an adult picking up for children and there's an adult supervision, do they still have to be there to
Yeah, but
eat
it has
that?
to be through the drive-through.
That was just on site. Yeah, drive through. The child does not have to be present, and it's to go.
Yeah, and
Okay.
there's only 2 on-site ones
Yeah.
now. So let me ask you this: let's say
That's clarity.
Let's say somebody has a business and or a church or something like that, and they suddenly think, well, this is a great idea. How do I get in on that? What would you like from the beginning to the end? What they'd call you, I guess, and then
Yeah.
what?
So we would just kind of talk through some of the agreements if you want to become a site. We do have some churches that operate that with their Bible school.
Okay.
So any church or any business like that wants to operate and become a site, I just have to put their application in CNIPS, and that's a program I used with the USDA to be sure it gets approved. And if they get approved, then we move forward with menu planning and dates and fun things like that. And then we also have to train them on food safety and all kinds of things.
Right.
So it's really regular.
If they have their food safety cards and handlers, that'd probably expedite some time.
No.
See?
For the 3rd year, I am taking her training class.
All right.
And this is after spending 36 years in the childcare industry, and I have all the food.
It's like
handlers card and all
CPR
that.
training. You just never can get enough
Gotta do
of
it.
it.
And
All right.
so
Even our food service staff have to do the training every single year. So
Yeah.
Okay.
we have 30 of them that volunteered to work this year. So, typically they're off all summer. But they agreed to take time out of their summer and work this program. And that's how much they love it.
yeah,
Very
oh, yeah, it's just such a cool and it's an important program.
It is very exciting.
Okay.
And so we're going to have this training, and there are specific things. Like, for example, people don't realize. So we, Valerie's staff also provides us with the little thermostat thing. Thermometer, that's it. And so we have to, put it in the milk, and we have to put it in anything that's frozen, and then we have to document what it is. We pick it up at a certain time. We document that. We document how much we have, and then we have to write down, how many we sold and things like that. And then, are not sold, but gave away.
Yeah.
And then we have to call her back in. and or call her back, and like we may say, hey, we only had 3 left,
Yeah.
3 meals left, or sometimes I've said we had 15 left.
Oh,
and so
okay.
then we discuss whether or not I should hold that over for the next day, or if I have a safe place.
Oh,
to
it's
put it.
peanut butter and jelly. You can squish it out
That's right.
tomorrow. It'd be all right. Might be a little
So-
wet and soggy on the one side, but it'd be good.
Well, we're gonna let's
Just kidding.
Let's just stop here for just a second. We have sponsors for the show, and so we're gonna have a sponsor pause, and
We'll be
Steve is
right
gonna
back,
go ahead and
y'all.
do it. Yep.
This episode is sponsored by Serenity Fitness, Yoga, and Reiki, where wellness isn't about following rigid rules, it's about discovering what truly works for you. Founder Wendy Spahn, a retired and disabled Army veteran, created Empowered Serenity, a coaching program designed to help you break free from old patterns, reconnect with your intuition, and step into your power. With meditation, movement, energy work, and intuitive practices, this isn't just coaching, it's a journey of transformation. Learn more at myserenityfitness.com.
Looking to master the art of Taekwondo? Join Sharon's Taekwondo Academy, founded by Bobby Sharon in 1975. Conveniently located off of North Dixie Highway in Elizabethtown, our academy welcomes students of all ages and skill levels. Connect with us on Facebook at Sharon Taekwondo to see our vibrant community, including many Meade County residents. Visit us online at www.sharontaekwondo.com. Sharon's Taekwondo Academy, where discipline meets excellence. Injured? Unsure where to turn? Meet Darren Sipes, attorney at law, Brandenburg's trusted personal injury advocate. Located at 313 Hillcrest Drive, Darren is here to fight for your rights and get the justice you deserve, whether it's an accident at work or on the road. His expertise and compassion put you first. Call today at 270-422-3939 to schedule a free consultation. Don't face the legal system alone. Let Darren Sipes lead the way. Your fight is his mission.
Tired of just getting by? It's time to optimize. At New Vital Infusion and Wellness, we help you level up your energy, balance your hormones, boost your immunity, and glow from the inside out. From IV vitamin drips and NAD Plus to weight loss and aesthetic treatments, we treat the whole you, body, mind, and vitality. Feel sharper, sleep deeper, look brighter. Call 270-735-6126 or visit us at newvitalinfuse.com. New Vital Infusion and Wellness. Live optimized.
And we are back. We thank our sponsors for everything that they do for us and for helping us to have this show. It's
Absolutely.
important. Today we have Valerie Dowell from the Meade County Schools, and she's been chatting with us about what we do during the summertime because, you know, a lot of children absolutely rely on the meals that they get from the schools. They just do. And it doesn't necessarily have to be an economic reason. You know, I mean, sometimes two working parents, if they're professional parents, they're up in the morning and they're out the door by 7, you know, and the kids are lucky to get a graham cracker and a juice box on the way out the door.
Licking the butter stick in the
Right.
refrigerator.
Exactly,
I know it.
exactly.
I did that when I was a kid growing up.
Yep.
They didn't have this kind of stuff when I was little.
And then they get to school and they do have breakfast. They have they have breakfast at school, and then later on they have lunch. And so it's imperative that we be able to provide this. And so then what an opportunity for the children of Meade County to get to have this. So one of the other things that during the school year, kids are always allowed to go to the school library, and they're allowed to check out books. And most classrooms have shelves with books in there. You know, it's school. We're going to read and read and read and read. Readers are leaders. And
Don't say. Go ahead.
so, but the bookmobile is very active during the summer, and they're not only active with getting books out to even the rural areas of Meade County, but they're active with this. Can you tell us what role that the bookmobile plays in this?
Yeah, so they have helped us for many years. Last year, they helped us pick up meals in coolers and actually deliver them to Ekron Elementary, and they served meals out of their bookmobile van.
Oh, did they?
Yes, and it was lots of meals. I mean, like at least about 2,000 meals fit in that bookmobile.
Really?
And we would pass them out.
Was it
Yes.
Jenny that did it?
It was
Yeah.
Jenny and Joy.
Uh-huh.
And then they have people that help them as well.
That's
And so-
fantastic.
I met Jenny. Jenny's is good at the bookmobile. She's
She is awesome.
She is
She is-
very
she
good
is
with the kids.
amazing. I
Kids all
just-
love her. My
yeah.
kids came home talking about, she's so nice. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, but you didn't take care of that book.
yeah. I mean, she'll hold them accountable.
I know it.
I know it.
Good.
So So anyway, so they not only do they deliver them to other schools, especially the rural schools, but they also serve meals out. So at each place they go?
It just varies. Last year they just helped us at Ekron. They were there for a full hour because we were busy that whole hour.
Right.
But then other days of the week, I know she sets up and she does use the bookmobile for the bookmobile and not just our meals.
Right.
And then this year we're hoping that at Berry Hahn Primary she can set up on Wednesdays and just open it up for the bookmobile only.
Right.
And so we haven't done that in a couple of years. So that would be really exciting for kids that want to come to the drive-through on Wednesdays.
So when I was a kid and I was in Meade County Schools, and this was in the 70s. So I was out in Wolf Creek and Battletown, which is way rural out in there. And I know, and I think this program is amazing because you can drive, you can go through. And what about the kids? And I know there's, I think I know the answer, but what about the kids that just don't have any transportation? They have no way of getting there. I do know that the bookmobile came to see me when I lived out there. So would they have a way to contact and say?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So
they can always reach out to our family resource at our school. And they're in communication with me. If there's ever a family that needs it, we can still feed them. And then they can even call at the board and talk to me, and I would home deliver some meals if I needed to.
Oh, yeah. I would too.
Times last year. Anybody that's hungry, we're going to feed them.
I like it.
Yeah, I like that. That's what a great attitude.
You know what? I tell you what, if we hear anything here at the Messenger too, we'll be on it.
That's
like
right.
Stink on a dog.
You can
shame,
certainly
no
ask us.
nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
And we'll get the word to the people that need to know. I mean, that's the whole point of why we got into this, because news first, we want to encourage reading, number one.
Absolutely.
2, we also want to encourage community. And then 3, we want to educate and promote. We are not here to, I can't help it what somebody who's elected says, does, or whatever. We are only here to inform. If your opinion is opposition or it is for, in favor, that is what we want to leave from the newspaper. So in saying that, community requires a special responsibility, I think, that we have done for the last year or so, plus trying to make sure that we are connecting the audience with people like you, Valerie, that are doing things in our community. Meade County does not have to do this. The fact that our school takes the time to do this is significant.
Well, and that she said she has 30 employees that are volunteering their time to do it. I think that's fabulous.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love that.
We have 30,000 people, give or take, in Meade County. They have families. There's children in those families. There is no reason why we should ever have a hungry child or find out. And if there is somebody and you think they're hungry, chances are they probably could qualify for this program. They just don't know about it.
So, or they just don't know. And lots of times people don't want to be of a bother. Or, I've heard people say, well, I don't want to take food when somebody else might need it more. Oh, and there's just no such thing as that.
Please bother us. Yeah. Please bother us. Valerie is in it to win it. If there's somebody I could promote today and lift them up, it would be Valerie. And I'm sure that somewhere in your heart, Valerie, there's a reason why you're doing this, to give back to the community too. So,
and if there's anybody out there that's watching this program, and even after, like right now it's live, but then we'll post it, and we'll share the daylight.
Comment on it. Tell us
if you don't know what to do. Call the newspaper. Just call up here and say, "Hey, I saw that show." And either myself or Stephen or Sean, we'll figure this out for you. You don't have to do anything but ask.
And I will tell you that, a lot of the businesses that we work with, they are absolutely in support of a lot of the community stuff that we're getting involved in. And so it's there. We can pull in and wrangle whoever we need to help somebody in need. So
that's absolutely true.
And this doesn't mean whether they need it or not. It goes back to your point too. Parents are busy and kids are at home, or they're involved in programs. Well,
it just doesn't have any. Sometimes it is economical, but sometimes it's just dynamics.
Yeah.
And so if you have a child that is it's fine for them to be home alone, 11 to 12 years old, you're going to be home by 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's okay for them to be there. But what are the odds that they're going to grab a bag of Doritos?
I turned mine off.
I know. No, mine's turned off.
Good.
But what are the odds that you're going to grab a bag of Doritos and a Coke? You know, and that's like all they're going to have.
Yeah.
But lots of times, like these are those Lunchables. The lifeguards always want them. The days that she's, that she sends Lunchables out there, like I want them, and they take them because they're just so handy to eat, and they're good. They're better than a regular PBJ, or things like that. So at least and I do know this, just from my background in education and childcare, they're very balanced. You've got a protein, you've got a starch or bread.
You mean they follow that pyramid thing that they used to show us on an 80s commercial back in the day?
The pyramid is out. It's my plate now.
Oh, it's my plate now?
Yeah.
Oh, you got
This is where I give him the look.
That's all right.
Anyway, but yes.
Hold on, let me zoom in real fast. Go ahead, give me that look again.
Stop it.
Oh, my
Stephen.
Lord.
Quit.
Okay, that was...
Pull back out.
I got it. Okay.
All right. So anyway, it's like you can get 2 fruits or 2 vegetables or 1 vegetable and 1 fruit, and you get some kind of protein.
I like vegetables.
Yeah, and protein isn't always a meat or cheese. It is a lot, but not always.
I'm very excited about the farmers, the local farmers. There's nothing better and more satisfying. We are growing a garden this year, so my kids are learning that work is not easy. Oh, it looks pretty, and you go grab something to eat it, and it tastes good
Yeah,
that
but
day.
you got to pull the weeds.
You got to do the weeds.
Yeah.
And keep the deer out and all that other stuff. But I love to grab broccoli right off the stem and eat it after you wash it and stuff. But
well,
anyway,
I think it's fantastic that we are outsourcing local farmers. I think that's a wonderful thing to do. And that makes me really happy just because I know so many people that will benefit from that.
Yeah.
And it's almost like bringing the farmer's market to the kids.
Well,
Exactly. We would love to be able to do that because our farmers that operate with us, they also are at the farmers market. So
that's good.
Doing a little bit of both. It's just something we're so passionate about.
I know.
We're glad. I would tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do another sponsor break real fast, and then we're going to come back to talk about the news and what's you can expect in the paper, and then we'll get some final thoughts with Valerie. We will be right back in 2 seconds. Stay with 2 minutes.
This episode is sponsored by Serenity Fitness, Yoga, and Reiki, where wellness isn't about following rigid rules, it's about discovering what truly works for you. Founder Wendy Spahn, a retired and disabled Army veteran, created Empowered Serenity, a coaching program designed to help you break free from old patterns, reconnect with your intuition, and step into your power. With meditation, movement, energy work, and intuitive practices, this isn't just coaching, it's a journey of transformation. Learn more at myserenityfitness.com.
Looking to master the art of Taekwondo? Join Sharon's Taekwondo Academy, founded by Bobby Sharon in 1975. Conveniently located off of North Dixie Highway in Elizabethtown, our academy welcomes students of all ages and skill levels. Connect with us on Facebook at Sharon Taekwondo to see our vibrant community, including many Meade County residents. Visit us online at www.sharontaekwondo.com. Sharon's Taekwondo Academy, where discipline meets excellence. Injured? Unsure where to turn? Meet Darren Sipes, attorney at law, Brandenburg's trusted personal injury advocate. Located at 313 Hillcrest Drive, Darren is here to fight for your rights and get the justice you deserve, whether it's an accident at work or on the road. His expertise and compassion put you first. Call today at 270-422-3939 to schedule a free consultation. Don't face the legal system alone. Let Darren Sipes lead the way. Your fight is his mission.
Tired of just getting by? It's time to optimize. At New Vital Infusion and Wellness, we help you level up your energy, balance your hormones, boost your immunity, and glow from the inside out. From IV vitamin drips and NAD Plus to weight loss and aesthetic treatments, we treat the whole you, body, mind, and vitality. Feel sharper, sleep deeper, look brighter. Call 270-735-6126 or visit us at newvitalinfuse.com. New Vital Infusion and Wellness. Live optimized.
Okay, we're back with Valerie and Steve, and we're chit-chatting today about the summer food program and just basically how amazing Meade County is to make sure that, that nobody has to go without a food here at all.
No, the children do, that's for sure.
Well,
and even adults, just let us know. We'll make sure they get food.
I know.
Between the senior center, the program that Valerie's doing with the school,
we'll work something out.
We'll take you to Mr. Gaddy's if we have to.
If we have to. We know that it's tough. I mean, anytime when you've got eggs that are on sale for almost $5 a dozen, it's a tough tough time.
It
and
is.
so we understand that.
I know a lady you can get them for $2 a dozen, but anyway, go ahead.
Stephen.
I'm just
So I also want to take this time to touch base about what's coming out. Today is Tuesday. Some people will get their newspapers tomorrow, and some people will get them on Thursday.
Yep.
If you don't have a subscription, you should have a subscription.
100%.
I'm telling you, you save 60 cents a week on an issue if you just have the subscription. Plus, it enables us to be able to do all the extra things that we want to do. And, you get your newspaper right there in your mailbox.
In your mailbox.
Yeah, and it's there. So a couple of things that we're going to talk about this week. Well, one thing, we're here with Valerie from the schools, but she's not the only shining star over there. Lori Collard has won an award from ECTC for the work that she does. She works over at the technical college part of the high school, and she does a great job over there. And we've worked with her over this past school year because she's got that program. What's it called? The program where kids come in. Co-op.
Co-op.
Yes, yes. Lori runs that co-op program.
There's a lot of words to remember when you're the editor of a newspaper.
Sometimes it just goes blank.
Blank.
Or I just have like this big.
You have to move something.
Yes.
And y'all get mad at me when I ask, you have to jog my memory.
I know.
I need 2 words put together that bring that memory back.
You mispronounce so many names and words.
What are you talking
We
about?
just get on you all the time.
Do you know how many states I've lived in the United States? They all get pronounced differently.
Say Ekron. Say Ekron.
Ekron.
Okay, you only said it because I said it.
I lived in Ekron.
All right.
It's Muldrow we have a problem with.
Muldrow is the one you kept.
Muldrow.
It's Muldrow.
Muldrow.
Like draw. I'm on draw.
Like Louisville.
Okay, yeah,
You got to
all
say
right.
oil.
Anyway.
Oilville.
Anyway,
Welcome to the show, Valerie.
We also did we're also doing an update on the David J. case. A lot of people have been interested in that.
Yeah.
And so we did an update on that. I'm not going to say much more than that because you guys can
Go buy a newspaper.
Buy it. Yep. And then Mr. Joe Hager, he followed up on the physical court, and they're doing that animal shelter because it's happening.
It is happening.
It is happening, and it's coming, and I'm pretty excited about it.
I'm very excited about it. Considering I was, Cheryl and I were both seated at that table, but I had to let that go to try to come over here and do the newspaper.
Well,
but
thank you for
that team has been working their petunias off.
They really have. They really have.
And a shout out to Penn's for all their support in the fundraising. So go ahead.
All right. So this past week they had Purple Up Day for the military kids, and just to honor those kids who are in active duty families, because it is tough. They get somewhere, they're there 2 or 3 years, they make friends, and it's like, oh, guess what?
Gotta go.
Yeah. Sometimes it's not just across the country; it's across the world.
Yep.
And they're going somewhere else. So we have that, and you want to.
Or their mothers or dads have to go to deployment, and yep.
And that's tough too.
That is.
So I started a new column a couple of weeks ago, and it's called Young Voices, and it's where I'm asking for kids who are in school to write something, and they can write anything. If they want to write a fantasy about a dragon slayer or something like that, they can. This week we had Twyla Ayers write about her Young Voices, and it was Brother and Sister Week. So she wrote about her sister. And what it's like having a sister, and so that's good. The Otter Creek situation, the acquisition, that's exciting. That Meade County is.
If you don't know this, you should be at fiscal court this Wednesday because they're going to be talking about it in the meeting. But go ahead.
Well, you actually should be there on May 7th as well. That's when they're going to have the next meeting that is really geared to Otter Creek.
Yeah.
A work.
Is it May 7th? Yeah, I'm sorry, May 7th. Thank you.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I think it got changed around a little bit.
It did, but that's fine. May the 7th is the big day. Like, they're going to lay out everything that this would do for the county or not for the county. Decide.
Well, and one of the things that I really appreciate, I was chatting with Zach Butler about it yesterday, and we were talking about the restoration of some of the old buildings over there that have fallen down and things like that, and the money that it's going to take to restore certain things, like so many thousands of dollars for the outside, so many $1,000s for the interior.
Inside.
And he said, but what I really want people to know is we're not here to make money, we're here to get enough money to restore. And he said, they came out on top because they had the campground. And they did very, very well. But they took all those monies and just poured it right back into another project.
Yep.
They're redoing the trails out there, and they're putting in biking trails for the mountain biking club.
I think physical court has done a good job bubbling.
Yeah.
Because anything you make goes back into the general fund.
Oh, for sure.
So their goal was to break even, but they came out on top by, I think, at 30,000 or something like that.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
But earmarking that as soon as they identified it so that it could go towards the next project to enhance next year.
Yeah.
I think is brilliant.
Well, they're being excellent stewards of the money that they're
100%.
making.
And it hasn't cost the county anything.
Nothing.
It hasn't cost the county anything.
And they're working hard to make sure it doesn't cost.
That's
It's
right.
like this. This does not. This food program does not cost the citizens of Meade County a dime.
But what it does do for the citizens of Meade County is it drives tourism to Meade County so that they can meet our businesses and share in our wonderful, beautiful county.
That's exactly right. So this Saturday, a lot of people are really geared up because it's the Kentucky Derby. It's also the opening of the farmers market. The Meade County Farmers Market is opening this Saturday. So, which is a great lead-in just for me to remind people that not only is this program available for the children, and it is good food. It's everything that you need to sustain yourself and to stay healthy.
You won't find no red dye and all that other stuff that he's trying to get rid of neither.
It's included in
Just
this.
kidding.
And anyway.
I threw you off again. Go ahead.
But I love, and I know this the third time I'm saying it, but the fact that some of this is outsourced locally, I think that's just a big pat on the back for you, Valerie, that you were able. I know this was something that you worked on for a while before you were able to get this done. And I also think you've done it during the school year as well, right? Aren't there some foods that are...
yes, we buy local farm fresh food all school year.
And then it's prepared. And you didn't always do that. This is something that you've been doing just for the past few years.
Yeah, we started it last year.
Yeah.
We get the fresh ground beef from Redmond Farms. We're going to expand that next year, hopefully. Even
Very
more.
good.
Yeah. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
And so...
Beef. It's where the meat is.
So where's the
beef?
What is it?
Where's the beef?
No,
Whataburger, or was it Whataburger or Wendy's?
It was
Okay, that's right.
Wendy's.
The two ladies.
That little
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Anyway, we're
so,
telling on our age again.
Anyway, we're about to clear out of here. Well, this has been a great show.
It has.
Valerie, thank you so much for coming and spending some time with us and taking time out of your busy day to chat with us a little bit about the food program. I hope that this will help to get the word out and help people that didn't otherwise know that they were qualified or available to them or whatever, that they can get this this amenity that's been offered to them. And so thank you for coming. Is there anything else that we need to know prior to...
What do we not know that we need to know that we didn't ask about?
I really feel like you all covered everything
Good.
I was ready to talk about.
Very good.
I do just want all families to know that they're invited out. We make it a fun thing. We want food to be fun for these kids.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's what we do. But thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Certainly. Thank you for
Speaking of fun, I talked to Mayor Pace yesterday, and they are getting very close to being able to. You can already get back to Buttermilk Falls.
Good.
The campgrounds are back open over there at the park downtown Brandenburg on the riverfront, and I have talked to him about potentially doing a movie night on behalf of the Messenger, and it will be open to the public.
Will it be in that little amphitheater?
It will be in the amphitheater, and I obviously got to wait till it's dark because it's a projection movie.
Yeah.
But we're looking into that, and he's eager to make that move happen. So it'd be around the first or middle part of June before you'd see that series. If you're interested in that, chat us up, let us know, and tell us what kind of movies you think you would want to see that late in the evening with your family.
Family movie.
Well, actually, he said there's we could
Maybe
find
a
that
date
middle ground.
night?
Yeah, date night
Rom-com, that sort of thing. I was wondering if I'd hear back from the mayor after my editorial of what if Meade County had its own fairy godmother, because I tossed out a lot of ideas that I thought we needed to have here, and I was thinking I might hear back from him, but I haven't yet.
Well, we're willing to explore and navigate for the sake of the county and providing more entertainment opportunities.
Absolutely.
So, listen, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you again next week. Y'all have a good week.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thank you.